Hello, welcome to another video. Umut here. Today I'm going to create an art journal page in my Dilutions notebook. And actually I'm going to try a new method that I recently learned. So I'm going to use my infusions in these colors. Infusions are color pigments that has very intense colors when you mix them with water or matte medium. I'll quickly show you how I make the holes. I take this little plastic piece out when I buy them. This one was unopened, so I have the chance to show. I have this poke hole tool, and I make a few holes on the cap. Then I close it with regular tape for it not to go everywhere. Actually, for this video, my friend shared me a YouTube video that she watched. She's a card maker who did this, who taught me this method, and I'm going to link her video down below if you want to watch it. This is a regular cling film that we use in the kitchen, so I'm going to put it on my craft mat and create my background with this. I'm mixing three colors that I chose in dark red, dark pink, blackcurrant colors. You can choose whichever you want. I'm just sprinkling it on this cling film, and I made this little spray using Perfect Pearls from Ranger, mixing it with water. So if I spray this, it will make the background shiny. However, you can apply this method without the Perfect Pearls, which will make it matte. I spray a quite good amount, very generously. In her video, she was using this Perfect Pearls, so I'm curious how it will turn out. And then I will press my Dilutions notebook on this cling film. This is the tricky part because I need to turn it back. So I think I managed. And I'm creating these wrinkles with the wrap. That's the whole idea, to create a background that has a lot of texture that is done organically. So I'm just creating these wrinkles. The hard part is to wait because you need to air dry this. So I'm putting it aside, and in the meantime I thought to show you how to get rid of this ink color from your hands. The thing I'm using here is Ranger craft soap. It's not a soap. When you wet your hands and just scratch your hands with this, all the ink goes. It's very useful if you want to craft and go out and don't want people to think you are dirty. It works very well. And here it is. I will just lift the wrap. This is totally air dried. I waited like a good couple of hours. Maybe it takes shorter, but I waited anyway. And I love it. It's so beautiful. It's shiny because of the Perfect Pearls, these white shine that you see. And it's very organic, very interesting. You cannot do it if you want to using your tools, but this is a very nice method, so I'm glad I learned it. So I will continue now creating my journal page. I'm using this Bo Bunny journal contents pack that I bought, I don't know when and where from. It's an old collection that I keep in my stash for years now, and I am making a conscious effort to use it because the colors sort of match. I selected a few things from that pack, and now I'm going to work on them to make it more suitable for my background. I'm using this Distress Mini ink, which is aged mahogany color, and I'm going over these pieces of paper, and then using my distress tool, this is also from Ranger, to make the edges distressed and old looking. And I will again go with my distress ink, not to have white edges. So you will see I will apply this method to most of my papers. I'm just cutting whatever I found interesting in that pack, and I will try to make a collage of these images that will make a nice journal page. I'm just trying to decide the composition, and I found a sentiment in that pack as well, so I'm just going to fussy cut it to create my sentiment. Collect moments, things, it's so true. And I'm distressing all these elements. This is a stack of books. I cannot say I am not collecting books. So as you know, I have a big library and I love collecting books. I'm not sure I can change that. I love making collages. It makes life much easier. I just play with it. I bring them together, see how it looks on my page, then modify what I need to do. For example, I cut this sentiment into pieces, thinking I can spread them to my page. I am really doing the same thing, distressing all the edges and giving color with this aged mahogany, which brings everything together, looking more or less with the same colors and going well with my background. I didn't like my bike to have such a heavy background, so I stripped it down. And now it's time to stick all my pieces. As I stick, I also make modifications, as you see, when I see it's too much, when I make things smaller, etc. I'm using my matte medium, and I'm careful not to make a mess too much and use it everywhere. I am also going over the pieces to make them non-porous in case I want to make shadows. But again, I am careful because the background is not fixed. If you don't want to have this problem, just spray some cheap hairspray or fixative to your background when it's possible to move it with water. Infusions are not permanent when dry. It still moves with water. So you need to be careful when you are applying mediums on top of it. After I stick these, I decided to use again some things that I never used from my stash. These washi tapes are from Tim Holtz. They are black and white, so I can give color to them. I'm just sticking them here and there to make some interest and to use them. I don't know you, but I feel a lot of satisfaction when I use something I never used for a long time. So I'm certainly having fun here, sticking it everywhere. And as you see, I'm giving color with the same aged mahogany distress ink for it to go with all the elements in my page. And because I couldn't stop fiddling with the page, I decided to use my stapler to do a couple of metal pieces. That will again make it look more interesting for people who look at it. Having these little things that are not paper, I think helps to create more interest. And I'm going to do my border with my black gelato, just smudging it around the edges little. I don't want to exaggerate the border too much, but I want to have a little definition. When I have too many things going on a page, I find the gelatos easier to make a border, because I can smudge it with my finger as opposed to ink that I need to apply with a sponge. And finally, I can't leave it without splashes, so I decided to use a silver acrylic paint to make splashes, because the shine I used, Perfect Pearls, looks like a little bit silver at the background, and I thought it would make a nice complementary look if I do silver splashes. So this is it for today. I hope you like it. I really enjoyed creating this and making the background. I learned a new technique and I hope you try it. I will certainly try it more and more with other colors and without Perfect Pearls. So if you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe so you can get notifications when I upload a new video. Like, give a thumbs up down below, or leave a comment for us to have a little chat. I really enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.